unless you joined us a little late. Okay, we'll move on. Saraswati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Oh, she's on the phone. She's talking to somebody else. Excuse me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So first option, actually, can I choose 2 options?
No, only one. Then you will say, I want to choose all 3 options. All 3 are right options. There's nothing wrong option, actually. All options are correct options, you know. Yes, Mother.
Yes, so first option. First option.
Number 1.
Yes, when we are in association with the devotees. Chanting.
So interesting, so interesting. Normally, the obvious answer is not kept first. But everyone is choosing first. Wonderful, it's great. I'm not saying we should be changing. Wonderful. All answers are good answers, the right answers. Yes, Sushi Mataji, Hari Bol Mother. You with us?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hari Bol. You also having your breakfast? Breakfast?
No, Prabhu. I'm not having breakfast. Actually,
You're digesting it. We can't see you, know, so we don't know, you know.
Prabhu, yes, Prabhu. I'm actually out, and I'm finding a space to sit. So, hello, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah. I'm out, Prabhu. I'm just finding a space to sit and just turn on my camera. Till then, I'm hearing. Yeah. I just joined. I missed the 2 options. Then I only remained with the first one.
So you also came with the first one. Then how do you miss the second 2, last 2? I don't understand. If you came with the first one, how did you miss the last 2? All of you should be giving me the last option.
Yes,
how come you're saying your first option?
Because I only heard the first question. I left the last 2 questions because I joined little late. That's why.
Yeah, so you should have the option last, option 3.
Yeah, technically right, but
yeah, because you heard everybody say that as you're saying this one. It's common, yes. common answer.
Common.
What everybody says, we follow quietly, you know. Okay, hold on. Right. So now Sopan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Prabhuji, I joined a little late, but
we can't see you also.
I just came home.
Okay, you just came home.
But I overheard. But the option 3 for me, it's a chanting.
Not just chanting. Option 3 is not chanting. Basically, option 3 is other things, you know.
No, but then I couldn't hear those questions actually.
So you came late. Okay,
yeah.
Next time all of you will come in time. That's what it is. You miss out. Early bird gets the best green. Yeah. Hare Krishna. No. Why sorry me? Don't sorry me. I'm all right. Okay, right. So here we go. So
we can't hear you.
Sorry, you're unmuted.
Prabhuji, you are muted.
Excuse me. Right, Hare Krishna. Right, let me just see. Okay, on the main screen. Hare Krishna. All right, now it's okay. Right, so the first option which we said was that chanting in association of devotees. Second thing is when you are in association with Krishna directly, when you sing and dance with him, perform the Ras Leela or massage his feet, you know. A third option is that when you chant separately, you are away from him, you worship his deity, and you basically not with him. You don't choose to be with him. Right. You want to know the answer now? Okay, I'm just thinking whether I should give you the answer straight away, or we should have some little bit of discussion. Okay, Krishnadas, can you please put on the screen that particular verse which I had sent you, please, if you can. Is it possible? When you're ready, just let me know.
Yep, just 2 seconds.
Okay, we'll just wait for Krishnadas to share the screen with a particular verse. Okay, hold on. Is this nine? Hare Krishna. Can't screen share? You can't. Okay, I'll make a co-host. Hare Krishnadas. Hold on, see. I'll make a co-host because there were, I think, too many co-hosts. That's why I had to reclaim myself. Is it okay now? So, no, you can't do. Still not co. Hold on. You are a co-host. You cannot share screen. No. You cannot share the screen, Krishnadas.
No, there's a bit of a technical issue. I need about 2 minutes and then I'll be able to screen
I'll
share.
try and make you a host then. I'll make you a host then. Hold on.
Yeah, I think in 2 minutes it should be fine. I'm just doing a couple other things. So if you can wait for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. Hare Krishna. So what we are trying to discuss today is what is the specialty of our devotional service that we practice, which is in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And what we practice is what we are trying to practice. It's not that we are practicing. What we're trying to practice is what has been practiced, and it's a way of life in Golok Vrindavan. It's called Braja Bhav, where love of Krishna and love with Krishna doesn't have much formality. See, one cannot achieve that artificially. No, it is not possible. One has to actually receive the mercy of Krishna. And when we receive the mercy of Krishna, then the spiritual realm is manifest in our heart. And the rarest of the rare, the love of Krishna, which has been practiced by the damsels of Vrindavan, is what is revealed. And it is the process is not that it's some kind of speculation. You feel like this. It is fairly real with your real identity. So we have a long way to go, dear devotees. And there is no question of us getting caught up into the lower modes of attachments, We should not be, please. There is a reason why, and this is not easy to understand. It may be very easy because those who are from background of India, you see on movies and televisions and all that enactment of Krishna's pastimes. It's so easy. Well, actually it is. Actually, it is not. So many things which are being shown are not true as well. So please, we have to be a little careful. The verse which we are going to discuss is a similar verse where Krishna gives a direct instructions to his set of devotees. And we will dwell into it. We had a question. Now we will come to the philosophy, and we'll go dwell into a little bit of pastimes, and then we come back to philosophy. And then we'll see what we understand and we learned. Yeah. Krishna, how far, please, beta? If you can't, then I'll do something from here,
Okay, I'm just setting it up. Sorry, just 1 second.
What did I leave?
I'll just sign in on my laptop, and then I should be able to share the screen. Just 1 second.
Now can you do it? Krishna, can you see it now?
Yeah, I'm just signing in on my laptop, and then
No, now. Okay.
Because at the moment I'm on my phone. That's why I won't be able to share the screen on my phone. So I'll just give me 30 seconds.
Okay. So this particular word is Shrunavanad Darshanad Dhyana Mahi Bhavo Nikirtanat Na Tatha Sannikarshena Pratiyata Tato Gruhan. Okay, if you can please recite after me. Shrunavanad. Please. Just unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, please. I want to hear. Even if it is a bit chaotic, don't worry. Let's do it. Shrunavanad.
Shrunavanad.
It's by hearing.
Shrunavanad.
By hearing.
By hearing.
Darshanad.
Darshanad.
By seeing the DT form.
By seeing
the DT form.
Dhyana.
Dhyana.
Means by meditation.
Means by meditation.
Mahi bhavo anikirtanat. So Mahi bhavo anukirtanat. Krishna, thank you very much. Can you increase the size, please? Don't show the translation, know the synonyms. I just want the verse. Yeah, increase the size, please. Font, please. Thank you. Just put it down. Okay, right. I want to increase the font size. Can you increase the font size, please? Can everybody read this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now here it is. Now increase. Just go up a little bit. Right. Perfect. Okay. Please repeat after me. Shrunavanad Darshanad Dhyanan. Mahi Bhavo Anukirtanat. Na Tatha Sannikarshena. Pratiyata Tato Gruhan. Just go up a bit with Krishna. Can you go up a little bit? Thank you. Up, not down. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Leave it like this now. Thank you. Okay, now see the first line. We have to try to memorize this verse today, okay? Shrunavanad Darshanad Dhyanan. So the first line is Shrunavanad means by hearing. Darshanad means by seeing the deity form. And Dhyanan means by meditation. Mahi Bhavo Nukirtanat. Mahi means my. So Mahi means my, my. Bhavo means love or attraction, Bhava. Mahi bhavo anukirtanat. So love for me through chanting by names and qualities. Yeah, that is the second line. Mahi bhavo anukirtanat, please.
Mahi bhavo anukirtanat.
The first two lines again, please, everybody. Shrunavanad darshanad dhyanad. Mahi bhavo anukirtanat.
Mahi bhavo anukirtanat.
So what is the first line? Shrunavanad means hearing. Darshanat means taking the deity, worshipping the deity form, seeing the deity form. And dhyanad means meditation on Krishna. The second line is Mahi bhavo anukirtanat. Mahi means unto him, unto Krishna. Bhava means love. Anukirtanat means kirtan meaning by chanting his names and qualities. So these are the four items he has given. Now let us come to the third line. Na tatha sannikarshena. So na means not, tatha means the same way. Na sannikarshena means by literal proximity, one being close to Krishna. Sannikarshena, by being very close, by proximity, physically close. Na means not. Tatha sannikarshena.
Na tatha
sannikarshena.
So the third line is saying that not by being physically close. So the first two lines are saying what is to be done. He's saying, remember, Shravanat means hearing, Darshanat means seeing the deity form. Third thing is dhyana, means by meditation. Mahi bhavo, unto love for Krishna, chanting of the holy names, which we do, chanting his glories and qualities and names. Na tatha sannikarshena. Na means not being close to him, literally proximity with him. No, don't. No tatha sannikarshena. Pratiyata tato gruhan. Last line is Pratiyata tato gruhan.
Pratiyata tato grahan.
Now Pratiyata means please return back. Please return back, he's saying. Gruhan means to your home. See, what is Krishna saying? Tell me. What is Krishna saying? Don't read. Please don't go. We have shown you the verse. You can read later on. Right now, stay with us. Don't jump, please. So, what is Krishna telling here? What is Krishna saying here? Who would like to say?
Krishna is saying, Prabhuji, that by hearing and taking darshan and meditating, Mayi Bhava means the love of Godhead. Anukirtana means by kirtan, by singing and chanting, we can get, but not by sannikarshena, by physical proximity. That's not. And prati yeta tato grahan means go away, like to your home.
Gruhan means your home.
Yeah.
This is the point to be understood. You see, this is the point to be understood. All right. Now, don't misunderstand me. This is, proximity to Krishna is very much needed. That's what people do. We should be going back to Godhead, And but here, this particular verse will come again. We will look at the background behind this, and then we'll try and meditate upon this verse. We'll try to learn it by heart. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now you can mute yourself, and we will go through it. Now the translation is: it is by hearing about me, seeing my deity form. Krishnas, can you just go up now? We'll show the translation, please, to everybody. Thank you. Now you can read with me by muted. By hearing about me, seeing my deity form, meditating upon me, and chanting my names and glories, that love for me develops. Not by physical proximity. Therefore, please go back to your homes. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada's disciples ki jai. Okay, can you stop the screen share, Krishna? Thank you very much. So now what is this going on? What is happening? Now this particular instruction, as you can see, it is of course in the 10th canto, 23rd chapter, which is the chapter where the discussion about Brahmanas. So what had happened is that one day in the afternoon, outside Vrindavan forest, Krishna, along with Lord Balaram, his elder brother, and all the cowherd boys, they were grazing the cows. Now the cows, his friends, all the cowherd boys, were wanting to, they were hungry. They say, we want to eat something now, Krishna. So they were actually indirectly telling Krishna to perform his pastimes, And this, they did not want to make Krishna say, I'm hungry, do something. You see, this is how proximity comes through intelligence. Proximity comes through our love. The love doesn't come just like that. It's very intelligently done. So they told Krishna and Balaram that, can we please have something to eat? We are very hungry. So Krishna said, okay, not very far from here, there are a group of very, very advanced Brahmanas. You go there and tell them, Krishna and Balaram are here, send us some food. This is what he said. Send us some bhoga, we are hungry. So they said, okay. And they went unto those Brahmanas. They were performing big yajna, fire sacrifice. But the yajna that was being performed was to go to the higher planets. Yeah. It was not actually a performance for satisfying Krishna. For satisfying their own selves. Because they wanted to be elevated to the higher heavenly planets, you see. So these his cowherd boyfriends went there with folded hands and requested them, Brahmanas, that you are the topmost in the society, as good as God. Can you please, our Krishna and Balaram are just not very far from here. They're in the forest, they're hungry. Can you please give us your food? So the Brahmanas saw and did not see them. We have a situation like this, that if you don't want to hear something, do something, you hear and don't hear, You see and not see. They see, they don't see, They continue with their own things. Say, what are you talking about, Forget about this, So they again requested, please. And they said, technically they said this point that till the time, very beautifully they described, they say that the owner of all creation, the owner of this yajna which you are performing, your owner of all living beings, controller of all things, is asking for food. Can you please? They still did not. And they were then very intelligently answered. The boys further questioned them, saying that we know that you cannot, if you have eaten something from the bhoga, you cannot offer it. But you have not done it. And yours is not that sacrifice, it's a different sacrifice. So please, can you give some food for Krishna and Balaram, who are not very far away? They're grazing their cows in the forest. The Brahmanas did not respond. They ignored. Wasting time, Some kids, small children, from Vrindavan forest coming here. So they went very dejected to Krishna and Balaram. Say, Krishna, they did not hear us. We tried our level best. Krishna smiled. He said, if you are begging in this world, material world, you have to be prepared for accepting negative reactions. See how practical. So if you have to ask for help from someone, if you are in a position of asking for help from someone, you will be faced with this kind of predicament too. That people are not very conducive to your requests. They may be a bit negative as well. He said, now don't worry. Now you go to their wives. You go to the wives of Brahmanas. So all the boys went to the wives. The wives were very nicely decorated, Brahmanas' wives. They were having children also. So they were not elderly. These are boys. They were elderly. They were nicely decorated, very nicely situated, dressed. And they were sitting together, and the boys came, they paid them dandavats, please mothers, the wives of the great Brahmanas. We want to inform you that our Krishna and Balaram are sitting not very far from here in the forest. They are hungry. Can you please give us some food we can take for them? And the wives heard it. They were stunned to hear. They say, who? Krishna? Krishna and Balaram are here? You are their friends. So yes, they all looked at each other. They say, wow. They started to pack things, whatever they had. So they packed 4 kinds of foodstuffs. Whatever they had, they packed 4 kinds of foodstuffs. One which was eaten, one which was sucked, which was licked, and which could be drunk. And big vessels they took, biggest vessels. And they took the help of the boys and they ran towards Krishna. While running towards Krishna, their family members were there, the fathers, the mothers, parents, their children also. They said, where are you going? Don't go. Who's Krishna? They are boys somewhere, from Vrindavan. You're married. You're Brahmana's boy. And top quality, not just namesake Brahman. You cannot do this. They just ran. They did not hear. They could not fathom what is going on. The Krishna is hungry. They just ran. Wow, very interesting. The husbands who had performed austerities throughout their lives, they were trained as brahmacharis, living in the ashram of their gurus, living in their ashram as brahmachari, performing austerities, vrata, so many things, reading scriptures, so many things. And here the ladies did not do anything. There is no brahmacharini concept. But they just ran to Krishna. And then there is, we'll not describe further on this, we'll just jump to the point where they were completely mesmerized seeing Krishna, his beautiful form, the description of his beautiful form. It's a different subject matter of classes which we can have. It's a very beautiful form. They describe 2 verses, describes this beautiful form. With how they saw Krishna was under a tamala tree in the forest, walking around with the cows, and they saw him. He was a boy, child. They couldn't resist. They saw Krishna. They worshipped Krishna there. Krishna smiled. The discussion took place. And the point of discussion today, we have to come to that, so I'm just fast forwarding some things. And then Krishna said, now you should return to your husbands, Brahmanas. They are performing sacrifice, fire sacrifice, yajna. So you should be going there now. Because that's where you belong. Your husbands, they are performing yajna, they are householders and need your assistance to finish their respective sacrifices, because you require women also. Because the participation of ladies too is required in performance of this sacrifice. So for these ladies, they had just met Krishna. They were attracted to him so much that by seeing him, they embraced him. They loved him. And now Krishna is saying, you must go now. So when he says this, you must go now, the Brahmanis, they said some very beautiful verses. We'll recite one. Maivam vibho arhati bhavan. Sorry, excuse me, it's a different tune. Maivam vibho arhati bhavan gatitum drusham sam. This first line is very beautiful. He's saying, Maivam vibho. So ma evam, because maivam, ma meaning no. Not. Evam means like this, in this way. Vibho means the worshipable Lord, Almighty Lord. Maivam vibho arhati bhavam gaditum drusham sam. So arhatitam. Arhati means, arhati bhavan means you. Bhavan means you. Gaditum means you're speaking. Drusham sam. So harshly you are speaking, they are telling him. The first line they said is that, my dear Lord, please do not speak such harsh words. Satyam kurushva nigamam tava padamulam prapta vayam tulasidam padava srushtam keshe nivodhamati langhya samasta bandhun. So here what they are saying is, the voice of the Brahmanas they are saying is that, the voice of the Brahmana replied, O Almighty One, please do not speak such cruel words. The gopis said this one thing as well. Same thing was spoken by gopis. When Krishna, before performing the Rasa Leela pastimes, when the gopis ran from the homes to meet him, Krishna says, now you must go, please. They said the same thing. Maivam vibho rati bhavam gaditum rishamsam. Don't speak such harsh words, my dear. This comes in the next verses, next chapters. So rather, you should fulfill your promise. This daily Brahmanas were saying, the voice of the Brahmanas were saying, that you always reciprocate with your devotees in kind. In kindness you reciprocate. Now that we have attained your lotus feet, we simply wish to remain here in the forest, so that we may carry upon our heads the garlands of tulsi leaves that fall from your lotus feet. We are ready to give up all material relationships. It's very beautiful, this verse. This mood is so beautiful. He's saying that, don't be so harsh. Please, you are known to reciprocate with your devotees. So now that we have attained your lotus feet physically, you're seeing that worshipping the lotus feet now, we simply wish to remain in the forest, whether you're there or not there. So we can carry upon our heads the garlands of the tulsi leaves that fall from your feet. You see? And we are ready to give up all material relationships. So, like gopis, they did the same thing. But the difference is, those gopis, they did not go back. They remained in the forest. And then they performed the Rasa Leela pastimes with Krishna. But in this, don't think that Krishna is indirectly telling the gopis, saying that this Brahmana's wives, that I'm a cowherd boy, you are wives of the Brahmana community. So how can you surrender at my lotus feet? I'm just a cowherd boy. So the ladies were saying that. So we require acharyas understanding of these verses. There's a depth in it, Otherwise, just stories. We don't require stories. So we require that knowledge from the acharyas to understand these verses. Saying that the ladies replied, the Brahmanis replied that since we have already surrendered unto your lotus feet, we desire to become your maid servants. Please, we are not maintaining any false identity that we are members of the Brahmana family, so-called Brahmana family. It's bodily designation. So you can easily ascertain this by what we are trying to say to you. Please don't. Please give us this opportunity. So Krishna further replied, but I'm a cowherd boy. My proper maid servants are actually, and girlfriends are the cowherd girls and the gopis, not you. You people are very advanced. See, there's a samvad which has been inferred. So they said, true, it's true. We are like this, no doubt about it. We're Brahmanas. But they should not embarrass you. That the relatives of the Brahmanas, ladies, are your maid servants. So we certainly don't want to embarrass you for doing this. We will not go to your village, but we will rather remain in Vrindavan, the forest here, like the presiding deities in the forest. We just want our lives to be even a slight trace of connection with you, to have that connection with you. This is what they wanted. Even Brahma wished the same thing. Brahma wished that let me become a grass, a blade of grass in Vrindavan forest. So that your devotees, when you're walking in the forest, you trample me with your lotus feet. And all your devotees, when they're walking, trample me with their lotus feet. This is their mood. Same thing here. Lady Brahma is saying. So the Brahmana's wives they offered to remain at a distance. And simply they take the tulsi leaves. It is mentioned in the translation that we'll take the tulsi leaves, garlands, and leaves of tulsi that fall upon your lotus feet. We'll carry it on our heads. So these tulsi leaves that fall from the lotus feet of Krishna, or be crushed by the feet of his girlfriends, when he would meet them. So that's renouncing all desires to become Krishna's intimate friends or maid servants. The young Brahmanas ladies beg to remain in Vrindavan forest. See? They said, please, we don't want to become anybody. You don't want us to become a maid servant, we'll not become maid servant. Your wish is my command. Thy wish is my command, our command. Let us remain here. And that way, when you walk, tulsi leaves fall from your lotus feet or from your other gopis, we'll carry it on our heads. There is now the desire also to be with him. And we all want to be with him. Interesting, isn't it? We all want to be with him. And here they're saying we don't want to be with him. At his request. Then they said that our fathers, husbands, fathers, brothers, relatives, friends, they will not take us back anymore. We have left them. They will not give us shelter again. Therefore, since we have thrown ourselves at the lotus feet and have no other destination, please grant our desire, O Chastada of the enemy. So the question is, how come the Brahmanas, who are so advanced in knowledge. They rejected giving food to Krishna. They don't even respond. But the wise were so attached to Krishna. They were as good as gopis. Is it not so? The question should be raised this way. The answer is this, that actually from the very young age, the youths, these warriors of the Brahmanas, had heard about Lord Krishna's beauty, qualities, and sweetness. But they were living separately in a forest, different area. They had not seen Krishna. So they had heard about this from whom? From all the women folk of Vrindavan village. And who are these women folk? They are like ladies who sell flowers, Here nowadays in New Zealand, we go to flower supermarket or flower shop and get flowers. Whereas in India, even now, there are people who go and sell flowers. Is it not so? Have you bought those flowers? Who sell flowers? They grow flowers and sell flowers. So they say they had heard about Krishna's beauty, qualities, and pastime and sweetness, his nectar and pastime as a child, through the women folk, like the ladies who sell flowers when they would come to their village, from the betel nut sellers and others. These ladies, when they would come and sell their products, would talk about Krishna, because everyone in Vrindavan was completely mesmerized with Krishna and his pastimes. The attraction was so heavy that they would talk only about Krishna. When the gopis would go with their milk and yogurt to sell in the markets, they would sell, here, come and buy Govinda from me. Come and buy Krishna from me. Very strict nectarian Govinda is with me. Vasudeva is with me. This is how they would sell. They were completely engrossed. So much so that once when Krishna, as a child, as a baby, now also he's not too old, he's still. So he would see the barter happening, the bartering happening. So he would see that his mother Yashoda would give some grains and the fruit vendors would give some fruits in return. So like this, So bartering of fruits and vegetables and milk and yogurt and all that. So one day, one fruit seller lady came to Krishna's door, Yashoda, calling for Yashoda. I got fruits now, beautiful fruits, want it? So Krishna as child remembered this, He said, yes. So he said, stop. She told her. He went inside running, and from his grain, stock of big grains, Nanda Maharaj was a king, Vaishya, big rich person. He took some grains in his hand, one palm, small palm, and like this he was bringing, So, as a child, he could not even collect it, So the grains were falling down from here, there, and few were remaining, and he's walking, and he went and he told this lady, he's saying, my dear lady, here are some grains. Now give me all your fruits. We'll do barter. So the lady saw Krishna. And they said they were completely mesmerized with Krishna. They do not know anyone except Krishna. She smiled. She said, sure. It was her livelihood. She gave away all her fruits, choicest fruits to Krishna, and took those whatever grains were in his hands, and he put it in her basket. And as she was giving, all the grains became turned into valuable jewels and emeralds. Innumerable. So these are the pastimes which they turn. They would go and tell this to all village people in different villages wherever they travel to sell their produce. That's how the flower ladies, the betel nut ladies and other sellers, they told this Brahmana wives. So that's how they would remember. Mother Rukmini also had not seen Krishna before marriage. She had only heard about him. And she perfected the hearing process of rememberings. Krishna's glories she remembered and recited, and she got him as her husband. He came all the way from Dwarka overnight when she wrote him a letter to please come, take me away. He rode the night. Morning he reached there, took her away like a lion, amongst all the jackals. So with this, they would hear all this in the past times as the young children and the young girls. They developed ecstatic love for Krishna. The husbands didn't like it. Anyway, family members were a bit rejected. What is this? You must think about Krishna. Why? All those things. They did not know. That's why the husbands were meditating upon Krishna indirectly. And with great agitation, they said, where do we go now if you ask us to go? Let us stay here, please. Offering obeisances. Their voice choke up, requesting him. Requesting Krishna for his benediction. This was a destination. This Krishna is the chastiser of the enemy. Subdues all enemies, all their enemies. They just wanted to serve Krishna out of pure love. But Krishna then reassured them, nothing will happen. So please go back. All your family members will take you back very nicely. Nothing will happen. I personally advised them, myself, for the situation. Please go. They'll give you all approvals, including the demigod will give approvals. Don't worry. And he said this, that for you being married, being like this, you cannot associate with me in bodily, close association. It's not the best way for you. And it is not the best way to increase my love. Anyways, this concept. So rather you fix your mind upon me, and very soon you will achieve me. So the important point is here, there is love in separation. And when there's love in separation, love always increases more. So Krishna said, it is best way to fix your mind upon me, Lord Krishna. And follow the process to practice this throughout their lives. So this is how Krishna then convinces them. And in the end, he instructs them this verse. Shrunavanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena tatiyata tato gruhan. You see? So, what we've understood here is that there are many who love Krishna, with proximity. We love Krishna in separation. Gopis loved Krishna in separation. We have not achieved Krishna. Once Srila Prabhupada had a disciple, and he said to Prabhupada, they were in England. I have mentioned this in the past. So Prabhupada was sitting there, and this devotee said, Prabhupada, I wrote a poem for Krishna. And he sang, oh Krishna, I have loved you, I've achieved you, and this and that. Prabhupada was not happy at all. Prabhupada said, why are you writing these things? We have got our Acharya's songs. We just read Acharya's songs, sing Acharya's songs. Why do we have to create something new? No need to create anything new, please. Creating new is not what we are teaching. Our Acharyas have worshipped Krishna, loved Krishna in the mood of separation. They have not achieved Krishna. Nobody says we achieved Krishna. They say, my desire is. Okay? We are singing all these songs, we are singing. Always in the song we say, my desire is, Acharya say, to love Krishna. One day, take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. Not that I've achieved Krishna. So Prabhupada was not very happy. And then, I think next day or something, George Harrison came with the wife of the famous guitarist. You know, George Harrison said, and they said, Prabhupada, you've written a song for Krishna. And they sung, you know, oh Krishna, where are you? I've been waiting for you. Now, this was some lyrics. Is there? Maybe I'll show you. We can hear it also. Oh Krishna, where are you? Lakshmi, what is his wife, that famous musician?
Ravi Shankar's wife.
Ravi Shankar's wife, yeah. And so Prabhupada very much liked it. He said, yeah, this is very nice. This mood is correct. Oh Krishna, where are you? You know, I've been waiting for you. So separation in love always increases our love. Just like when lovebirds are there, I love you, you love me happens, and there is separation. Not that after marriage, after 20, 30 years, 40 years, there's separation, they say, very good. He is gone for some time, I will relax, you know. Or she is gone, I'm relaxing, you know. But initially, you know, when there are no baggages, you say, I love you so much, you love me so much, I cannot live without you. And there's separation, but the intensity is very high. So all youngsters will know this. Not that we were also youngsters one day, once upon a time. Not that we are old now, but we will become old. It's very lucky to be. One day you'll become old too if you're lucky enough. It requires fortune. We can chant Krishna's name more. So, instead of being proximity to Krishna, if we can hear about him, association of devotees, that is our current Sankirtan movement, you know, worshipping the deity form, meditating, chanting the names and glories with the devotees, you know, and hearing about him, rather than being in close proximity, is the best way. So please go back to your home. So that's what Krishna said. Okay, so now we should recite the verse. What do you think? You must start to memorize this verse. So a good idea? Let's do it now. Krishnas, can you please share the screen? Thank you. Just the verse, please. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. Please, if you can unmute yourself and repeat after me. We'll read one line. Okay. All of you, thank you. Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanat darshanat dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanat dhyanat.
Shrunuvanat darshanat dhyanat.
Shrunuvanad darshanad dhyanat.
Shrunuvanat darshanat dhyanat.
Mahi bhavo anukirtanat.
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 Mayi bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Mahi bhavo nukirtanat.
Mayi bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Okay, so now we'll recite 2 lines together now. Okay, first 2 lines. Shrunavanad
Shrunavanat
darshanad
Darshanat
dhyanad.
Dhyanat.
Mahi
Mahi
bhavo
Bhavo
nukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Please.
Shrunavanat
Darshanat.
Darshanat
dhyana.
Dhyanat.
Darshanat.
Mahi
Mayi bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Kirtanat.
So you understand this? Shrunavanad, hearing, darshanat, worshipping, seeing the deity form, dhyana means meditation, Mai means unto me, unto Krishna, bhavo means love, anukirtanat, by chanting his names, holy names, with love. Okay, this is the meaning of 2 lines. Again, Shrunavanad, darshanat,
Darshanat
dhyana,
Dhyanat.
Mai bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Shravanat darshanat dhyana.
Dharanam.
Mayi
Mahi
bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Okay, please repeat after me. Not with me, repeat after me, please. Not with me. Shrunavanad, darshanad, dhyana. Bhavo
Darshanat
anukirtanat.
Dhyanat. Mahi Bhavo Anukirtanat.
Shravanat darshanat dhyana.
Dhyanam.
Mayi
Mahi
bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Shrunavanad, darshanad, dhyana.
Dhyanam.
Mahi
Mahi
bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Shravanat
Darshanat
darshanat dhyana.
Dhyanat.
Mayi
Mahi
bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Shrunavanad, darshanad, dhyana. Mahi bhavo
Shravanat
anukirtanat.
Shravanat
Bhavo
darshanat dhyana.
Anukirtanat.
Mayi bhavo
Bhavo
anukirtanat.
Anukirtanat.
Good. Krishnas, can you stop the share, please? Okay, now who would like to recite, please? Just don't read it. Don't read it. Just recite, please. Who would like to do it? One person?
Yes,
I will do it.
Shrana-
Mahi Bhavo Anukirtanat.
Any one person, please raise your name, hand, and right now mute yourself. And one person should speak. Who's going to do it? Please. Everyone will get a turn. Don't worry.
Shravanat. Sorry.
Sorry. Who's going to speak? Just say name. Just I'll say I will speak. My name is this, and then you speak. Who's going to speak, please? Who's going to sing?
I will do it, Prashit.
Okay, please do it now. You sing, we'll repeat after you, but don't read anything. Okay, please. Thank you.
Shravanat darshanat dhyanat. Mayi bhavo anukirtanat.
Shrunavanad darshanad dhyana. Mahi bhavo nukirtanat. Very good. Who else would like to do? Just you see the name. Don't just repeat, please. Just tell the name. Who want to do it now?
I'll do that, Prabhuji, Sanjeev.
Okay.
So you're unmuted, Prabhuji.
Okay. Please.
Shrunavanad darshanad dhyanat. Mayi bhavo anukirtanat.
Shrunavanad darshanad dhyana. Mahi bhavo nukirtanat. Very good. Who else, please?
Prabhuji Srishti.
Okay, Srishti Mataji, please go. Go ahead, please. Thank you.
Shrunavana darshana dhyana. Mahi bhavo nukirtina.
Very good. Shrunavanad darshanad dhyanad. Mahi bhavo nukirtanat. Very good. Who else? One more, please.
Shravana darshana dhyanam. Mai bhavo nukirtanat.
Shrunavanad darshanad dhyanad. Mahi bhavo nukirtanat. Very good. Now let us look at the third
Just
line.
one. Just a
Sorry.
question. Is it Shrunavanat or is it Shravanat?
Shravanat. Sorry. Shravanat. Shravanat. Hearing. Shravanat is Shravanat. Excuse me. Shravanat, Darshanat, Dhyanat. Okay. Now let us go to the third line now. So third line, let us recite the third line only 5 times. Okay. Please repeat after me. Unmute yourself. Na tatha sannikarshena.
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 So na means not, sannikarshena means by literal proximity, being close, you know. So very nice. Now let us recite the first three lines again together. Okay, I will recite first 3 lines, then you recite after me. So what do 3 lines say? First said Shravanat, Darshanat, Dhyanat. Don't repeat now, please. Let me just finish this, then we can speak. So Shravanat, Darshanat, Dhyanat. These 3 things. Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, kirtana. With love, okay, offering kirtan to me. Na tatha sannikarshena means not by being close proximity. Okay, this is what the 3 lines would say. He's saying. Once you understand the meaning behind it, we will be able to recite it nicely. So now I will recite the 3 lines. You repeat after me. We'll do it 5 times. Okay, very nice. Just hold your hands. Krishna, can you please show the screen? Share the screen. Just go up a little bit. Not down. Up. Still up. Okay, we don't need the synonyms. Okay, this will do now. For now, that's fine. Let's do. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanad, Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, na tatha sannikarshena. Please.
Shravana darshana dhyanat Mayi bhavo anukirtanat Na tatha sannikarshena.
Okay, very good. Again. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanat, Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, na tatha sannikarshena. Please.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mayi bhavo anukirtana Na tatha sannikarshena.
Very nice. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanat, Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mayi bhavo anukirtana Na tatha sannikarshena.
Very nice. Once again. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanat, Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravana darshana dhyana
Mayi
bhavo
bhavo
anukirtana
na
Na
tatha
tatha
sannikarshena.
sannikarshena.
Last time. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanat, Mahi bhavo nu kirtanat, na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mayi bhavo anukirtana Na tatha sannikarshena.
Krishna, can you stop the share, please? Okay, thank you very much. Now, don't read from your mobile phone or wherever, you know. Don't jump. Okay, right. Now, who'd like to go now? So, like to recite the 3 lines. Okay, we're doing 3 lines. Sorry, who's doing it?
Sheetal Puj.
Yes, Prabhuji, please continue. Thank you.
Shravanat darshanat dhyanat mayi bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena.
Okay, everybody now. Shravanad darshanad
Darshanad
dhyana
dhyanam
mahi
Mayi
bhavo
bhavo
nukirtanad
anukirtanat
Na
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 tatha
tatha
sannikarshena.
sannikarshena. Who will be next now?
I'll do Prabhuji. Shravanad darshanad dhyanan Mayi bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravanad darshanad dhyana mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena. Very nice. Who would like to sing now? Next volunteer, please.
Guruji, can I try?
Wonderful. Please, please. Just close your eyes, fold your hands.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mai pavo nukirtana na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravanad darshanad dhyana mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena. Very nice. Who would be the volunteer now? Thank you.
Prabhuji, I also want to try.
Yes, please.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mayi bhavo anukirtana na tatha sannikarshena.
Shravanad darshanad dhyana mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena. Very nice. Okay, who would like to go now?
I will do Prabhuji. Namrata.
Yes.
Shravana darshana dhyana Mayi bhava nukirtana na tatha sannikeshena.
Shravanad darshanad dhyana mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena. Very nice. Okay, one last one, please.
Can do Prabhuji. Saraswati Devi.
Prabhuji.
Yep. Okay. We had two. Who's going? Okay.
Shravana darshana dhyana mayi bhavo anukirtana na tatha sannikarshena.
Very nice. Shravanad darshanad dhyana mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena. Very nice. Okay, Krishnadas, can you please show the screen again, please? Share the screen. Thank you. Okay, just go a little up so we can just see the verses. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Now the last line. Pratiyata tato gruhan. Please repeat after me.
Pratiyato tato gruha.
No, it's a last word, last sentence. So it is not a third one, it's a fourth one. We are finishing the verse. Pratiyata tato gruhan.
Pratiyata tato gruha.
So pratiyata means return home, return. Therefore, return. Gruhan means to your homes. And chant my glories there. Okay. Pratiyata tato gruhan.
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 Pratiyat tato gruhan.
Tato gruhan.
Okay, last time. Pratiyat tato gruhan. Now I will read all the 4 lines, the whole verse. You will recite after me. We'll do it 5 times. Okay, we'll go slowly. It's fine. It'll be okay. We can recite this. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena pratiyata tato gruhan. You can read and recite, please.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Very nice. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Very nice. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pariyata tato gruhan pratiyata tato gruhan.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Now the screen is there. We are sharing it, but close your eyes and try to do it without seeing. Okay, I'm trying as well a couple of times. You can also do the same. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Very good. Still keep your eyes closed. The screen is still sharing. We'll try to memorize this. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
श्रवणादर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Very nice. Now last 2 times we'll do. Keep your eyes closed. By this time after that we should be able to remember 4 full lines together. Okay. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahiyato tato gruhan na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
दर्शनाध्यानान् मयि भावो अनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण प्रतीयात् ततो ग्रहान्.
Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahiyato mahi bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pratiyat tato gruhan.
Shravanat Darshanadhyana Mayi Bhavo Anukirtanat Na Tatha Sannikarshena Pratiyata Tato Grahan.
Okay, now I will recite. I'll start with myself, all the 4 lines together. Then we'll open for everybody else. Krishnas, can you just stop the screen share? Thank you. Okay, hold on, please. Shravanad darshanad dhyanad Mahi bhavo nukirtanat Na tatha sannikarshena Pratiyata tato gruhan. Please refresh.
Shravana darshana dhyana
Mayi Bhavo
Bhavo
Anukirtanat
anukirtana
Na
na
Tatha
tatha
Sannikarshena
sannikarshena pratiyata
Pratiyata
tato
Tato
graha.
Grahan.
Okay, very nice. Who would like to now lead, please?
I'll sing, Prabhu. Shravanad darshanad dhyana Mayi bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pratiyata tato grahan.
Shravanad darshanad dhyana Mahi bhavo nukirtanat
Na Tatha
Sannikarshena Pratiyata tato gruhan. People are quietly running away. Eh? Okay, who would like to recite now, please? Thank you.
I can do it, Prabhuji.
Yes, please, please.
Shravanat Darshanat Dhyanan Mayi Bhavo Anukirtanat Na Tatha Sannikarshena Pratiyata Tato Grahan.
Very nice.
Shravanad
Shravanad
darshanad
darshanad
dhyana
Mahi
Mayi
bhavo
bhavo
nukirtanat
anukirtanat
Na
na
tatha
tatha
sannikarshena
sannikarshena
Pratiyata
pratiyata
tato
tato
gruhan.
grahan.
Okay, who would like to recite one more time, please?
Prabhuji, I'll try.
Very nice, please.
श्रवणादर्शनाध्याना महीभावोऽनुकीर्तनात् न तथा सन्निकर्षेण परित्यात तथो ग्रहान्.
Very good.
Pranavanad
Shravanad darshanad
darshanadhyana
dhyana
Mayi
Mahi
bhavo
bhavo nukirtanat
anukirtanat
Na
na tatha
tatha
sannikarshena
sannikarshena
pratiyata
Pratiyata tato
tato
gruhan.
grahan.
Very nice. One more time, please. Anyone?
Prabhu, I'll try. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Sorry, who's this? Why you're not on the screen? Suchi
Uh,
Mataji. Okay, yes, please.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Shravanad.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, mother. Please continue.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Mother.
Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, a little coming and going, but all right. Please continue.
Shravana darshana. Yes, yes. Shravana darshana dhyana. Shravana darshana dhyana.
Mayi.
Am I muted, Prabhu?
No. You should sing all the 4 lines together. Then we will sing the 4 lines after you.
Shravana darshana dhyanan Mayi bhavo anukirtanat
Na tatha. Na tatha sannikarshena. The connection is a bit weak.
Hare Krishna. Actually, Prabhu, my network is actually low, Prabhu. I think so. I should.
Okay, okay. No, no problem. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, anyone else, please? One more.
I will try, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Shravana darshana dhyanat mahi bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena tatiyato tatho graha.
Shravanad darshanad dhyanad mahi bhavo nukirtanad na tatha sannikarshena pratiyata tato gruhan. Very nice. Okay, now who would like to know, who would like to say the translation? Don't read the translation, but your own words. You understood the words, right? So what do you understand by this words? In your own words, what is it? Anyone, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'll try.
Yes, please.
By hearing and seeing the deity and meditating upon Krishna, Mai Bhavos Kirtan. So my the love of Godhead by chanting it will grow, and not by the close proximity. And please return to your homes.
Very good. These are 4 lines. See, it's very easy. The moment you know what the 4 lines are, each line is, you can remember the verse. You see, there's a connection between the two. I'm doing after many, many years. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Yes, please. And somebody else, please. You may recite, you may remember in a different way. Please want to hear.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
You can develop a love for me by hearing and by seeing my deity form and meditating upon me, and not by physical proximity. So please return to your home.
And chanting about me. Shravana, Darshana, Dhyana.
Yes.
Mai Bhavo, Anukirtana. So 4 things. Very nice. Thank you. Wonderful. Yes. One more, please, before we wrap up.
Yes, Prabhuji. I'd like to try.
Wonderful.
After hearing or doing meditation and seeing to deity and doing chanting are the 4 ways for which we can develop love for Krishna. And by close proximity, we cannot develop Krishna's love, and we can go back. Please go back to home.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful. And it is very wonderful. All of us have understood this. So remember this. This is what he recommends to this gopis or brahmanas. It was not very palatable at this stage for them. And of course, the gopis of Vrindavan, her friends, his friends and girlfriends, they danced with him. So we are not going home. But still he left them. That thing has to be understood. He actually left Vrindavan, went to Mathura. From Mathura, he went to Dwarka. He stayed in Vrindavan for very less time. He was out and he never returned to Vrindavan. You must know this. He never returned to Vrindavan. So, but every devotee who was in Vrindavan loved him in separation, and it was increasing more and more. He just sent one Uddhava once. Uddhava, he sent him to go to Vrindavan, specifically to meet the gopis, and he was just remembering Krishna and increasing the love of Krishna. That's what the gopis did. That's it. But he never went there personally. So we are in love of separation. Okay. So please let us all recite together the 4 lines together. Okay. Shravanad, Darshanad, Dhyanad, Mai Bhavo,
Anukirtana
Tatha
Sannikarshena
Pratiyata tato gruhan. Shravana means remember hearing. Darshanat, my same is deity for Dhyana, meditating upon him. Mahi Bhavo, out of love, chanting his holy names and qualities. Not by being close in proximity with him. Please, better return home. There's a lot of disturbance. We can increase our love for Krishna. Okay? I think someone's the background. Please, if you can request. Okay, all right, Hare Krishna. So we'll recite this verse again, all of us, please. Just unmute yourself, those who are there, who are reciting, please. For last time, before we depart, one for the road. Please unmute yourselves, all of you. Let us recite together, okay? Close your eyes, do your best. All of you unmute yourself, close your eyes and do your best. Okay, 1, 2, 3, start. Shravana
Mai Bhavo Anukirtana Natha Sanyakshena Pratiyata Tato Grahan.
Go back to your homes. Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Chandra Premananda Hari Hari Bol. Shri Mahashivratri Mahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Right. So I hope, and we try to do something different. We can. We try to do it in our Zoom way. Slightly different. I think it was quite effective. To me, it was quite effective. I learned a new words. I don't know about you. I remember this. So tomorrow, when you brush your teeth before you have a prasadam, take your shower. Whenever just recite one verse. So it says that when children are small, when the body is young, they are absorbing. They can absorb in 1, 2, 3 times. They know the words. But as you grow old, it becomes very hard to absorb. So when Guru Maharaj would recite and memorize one verse, he would start the verse in the morning and try that is alone. Whole day. He would remember the words, until night time, he remember the whole verse. That's how he would do, His person, someone would say, So we can do the same, Very nice. One for the road again, last time. One for us, Okay, unmute yourself, please. Shravanad Darshanad
Dhyana
Mai
Bhavo Anukirtana
Jai Hare Krishna. Okay, so before we go, anyone like to say anything? Please feel free. And if you want to say something, let us say what one thing you picked up from today's lesson. Otherwise, there's no harm. We discussed many things, many varieties. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This point that Prabhuji raised about Srila Gurudev, I remember when we met Srila Gurudev's daughter, she also mentioned this point. So it was not after Srila Gurudev came into contact with Krishna consciousness, even before, because they were from a Vaishnava family of 7 generations. So she says that she always remembered this, that father used to always recite the verses. The whole day he used to recite the verses That was how Srila Gurudev was, when they remember, as a, and that's how they learned. So I was thinking that even if one person has learned it and if they recite loudly, then the others can also benefit. Because I remember the whole, all the artis and everything. I did not open the book and read them at all. I just learned by listening to you and to Krishna singing. And then that way I learned all the things. So it's, very beneficial. It's very, very great and enlivening. Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. We've got a few minutes only. Okay, thank you very much. So we come to the conclusion of today's program. And what does Krishna instructs? How to develop our love for him? Not that what we want to do. Yes. So now whose turn is it now to sing? Maharaj, please hear us.
Hare Krishna Babuji, Mother will sing today because you missed it last time.
Oh, you missed it last time. Mother was in Australia. Did you like Melbourne, Mother?
Yes.
You like Auckland? You like Melbourne? You have your cousins there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing with them all the time.
Okay. He's playing with them all the time. Very nice. Lucky you. Okay, so we do now very nicely sing with actions. Okay, Madhav? Put him on the screen, Prabhuji. Right. That's it. 1, 2, 3, start.
Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If a room is dirty.
No, if a room is clean.
If a room is clean.
If a room is clean.
Then a mind is clean.
Then our mind is clean.
If a mind is clean.
If our mind is clean.
We can do anything.
We can do anything.
Wasting.
If a room
is clean.
Not dirty.
Dirty.
If a room is dirty.
If a room is dirty.
If a room is dirty.
Then so are we.
Then so are we.
And if we are dirty.
And if we are dirty.
We're not happy.
We're not happy.
We're wasting time.
Wasting time
Is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time.
Because wasted time
Means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best is your time.
So best use your time
When you're in your prime.
when you are in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
Hare Krishna.
No, if your wealth
If your wealth is gone.
if your wealth is gone,
Then there is nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
And if your health is gone.
If your health is gone,
That's a different song.
that's a different song.
That- If your character dies.
If your character dies,
Then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Only saintly behavior.
Only saintly behavior
Let humanity thrive.
lets humanity thrive.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We must always remember Krishna.
We must always remember Krishna.
forget him too.
And never forget him too.
But how are we to practice with so many
Things
things
to do.
to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest
And
question.
here's the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue. You must
learn
to work so nicely
that Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely.
So listen very closely
And make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live in.
Work so
Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart. If
something's due tomorrow,
if something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
Finish it today. And whatever's due today,
Do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy.
Your friends might be lazy
Or doing bad things.
or doing bad things,
But you think again.
but you think again,
Don't follow them.
don't follow them,
And you'll win the end.
and you will win the end.
Whatever work we're given,
Whatever work we're given,
we do our very best.
we do our very best. We
We
only
only live with
what we need and give Krishna
and
the
give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live, to work and to play.
You learn to live
This
this.
world
Say Krishna
every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way. Say Krishna every day.
And when time is up, he'll take us above.
We sing.
We'll talk to him with the heart full of love.
And when our time is up, he'll take us up above. We sing and dance with him with the heart full of love. So
chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame.
This only way.
This world will become sin.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame. This only way this world will ever become sane. Now please
ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question.
And find this greatest clue.
Find this greatest clue.
You can only remember Krishna.
You can only remember Krishna.
If Krishna remembers you.
If Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai.
Jai. Srila Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Shri Mahashivratri Mahotsav ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhāgavatam ki Jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Shrimati Mahavishnu Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pachayani Nivesheshu Nodbhagavade Sai. So Hare Krishna. With this we conclude today's program. Krishna willing, next week we'll meet you same place at same time. Till then chant Hare Krishna and remember these words. Yeah, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Babuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare.